All praise and glory goes to Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Ba'ashem Kakadash. It belongs to the elders. They sing honestly to the apostles, preaching and teaching us the word of truth, and with sincerity as always. Who are the secret apostles of GMS, the new members, who may not be a part of the group, but are still chosen through the Spirit. Because yesterday I just heard a video, listened to this video, man. My brother had a dream where he saw Elder Tahar, man. He saw Elder Tahar, man, and he saw they had a plate of food, man. And Elder Tahar told him to come follow him. And so that food, he said, represents the truth. And I also got this book right here. Which is called Wisdom of the Native Americans, compiled and edited by Kent Nerburn. So I'm going to read some of this here, see if we can find anything good. Actually, as a matter of fact, I did find something good in this book here. Right here, it's a quote. It says, "I've carried a heavy load on my back ever since I was a boy. I realized then that we could not hold our own with the white men. We were like deer, they were like grizzly bears. We had a small country, their country was large. We were contented to let things remain as the Great Spirit Chief made them. They were not and would change the rivers and mountains if they did not suit them. Chief Joseph Ness Purse." That's the bird right there. Chief Joseph Ness Purse. Chief Joseph Ness Purse right there. There you go, bro. That's just testimony. That's a record right there. That's a document right there, showing you the Native American Indians. And there's another quote which reads, "We know this land is vast and has everlasting resources." They think we don't know, but we do know. So the Native Americans were stupid people, man. They knew. I mean, they knew how to. They showed the white men how to navigate through the forest, the mountains, through the land. How wouldn't they know about the mountains? How wouldn't they know about the mountains? We are the Hebrew Israelites. Week in and week out, we come to prophesy downfall coming to this kingdom here. America, known as Babylon the Great. The Bible speaks about. You know, about the other side is destroy you guys' lives, man. By exposing them, revealing them. The Industrial Revolution, the Roaring 20s, man. Brother spoke on that. How Esau was living it up in during that time, man. Same way it's gonna happen now. It's a new Industrial Revolution. It's going to be that digital currency that's going to happen in a major way very soon, man. We pray for it, man. And we believe it is, man. Just due to the prophecies occurring, man, and us knowing the prophecies. We know the prophecies. Revelation 8, Jeremiah 51, Revelation 17 speaks on America's destruction, man. It's going to happen very soon. 2 Peter chapter 3 speaks on it too. Those elements, man, melt with fervent heat. It's Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. What's that going into? Their RFID chip, man. And I just saw it very creepy ass video, man. Very eerie video about how they put in microchips inside of prisoners, man. Before they even know about it, bro. Before they even know about that shit. Without them noticing, because without them knowing about it, man. Why? Because they wanted to use you as guinea pigs, man. Guinea pigs. And then eliminate you without anybody knowing it. But two people came out, two Jakes and many others, man, have came out, man, and exposed their lies. He was like, yeah, man, when I got out of jail in 1999, I went to the dentist, and he said I had an RFID chip in my tooth here. Right here. And he showed the hole in his tooth. And it showed you, man, that was where the RFID chip was hidden, man. And he said it was the same RFID chip that he saw in the 2013 Obama Care RFID commercial, man. It was the same one. So they proven, man, they already been created the microchip, the RFID chip. You know? So most people are just barely hearing about it. "20 years after, man. Or even more than that, you know? Who knows how long it's been out there, but it's been out there, man. Oh yeah, and my brother posted a little I forgot what it's called. Snippet of this bitch on the news, speaking on Fox News, talking about there could be a major blackout, power outage very soon. That's the first video I clicked on and saw when I got home yesterday. After doing some shit, you know. That's the first video I saw, bro. Then I did my prayers, you know, all that shit. I mean, slaka. All that stuff, man. The good stuff. And yeah, and she basically, and we know what it's about. It's staged, man. It's gonna be staged. Pretty soon, man, shit is not gonna be staged. Like, and then I saw a video of Elder Tahar. He was breaking down taking notes on his video Elder Tahar made on. He was breaking down Revelation chapter 8, and he was like, in the end, after he finished breaking the chapter, man, he was like, I believe it's gonna happen like this. So there's gonna be missiles dropping here. Then they're gonna stop for a minute, negotiate, and then more missiles are gonna drop, pop off. And then, yeah. And then they're just gonna say, fuck it. Let's destroy this bitch, man. And they're gonna destroy Babylon the Great, man. It's amazing. It's wonderful, spectacular. You gotta drive it too long, brother, but this is the wisdom of Native American Indians. Oh, the Native Americans, yeah. See if I can pull something else here. Here it is, here's a little snip. I'll skip to the second paragraph to the point here. The first missionary is talking about the Edomites, you know, you could say the Puritans, who came among us were good men, but they were imbued. He's what she's going off there, you know. As scripture reads, he was speaking those smooth words, but they were imbued with the narrowness of their age. They bred us as pagan and devil worshippers. Here's the point I want, though. And the man that we renounce our God. as false, that Christianity, which because they were going off to Native American Indians, all tribes are going off, man. Now, just from what I learned, correct me if I'm going off still, I'm still new. I'm still very new to this, you had the Byzantine Empire, they went off, worshiping crosses and bringing in that word religion. You had Aztecs, of course, they went off, man, sacrificing on the pyramids. As well as the Mayans, man, the Taino Indians, man, they went off, the woman was dressed naked, That's facts, man. The women were dressed naked, Unless Edom's lying about some shit. Because I remind you, I still don't know everything, Like, we go off a lot, man. Even on while we go in our doctrine, We try not to go off, but that's also, we don't do it on purpose. That's Scripture speaks on that. Some men slip with the mouth, but not by the heart. Scriptures talk on that, man. It's raining right now too, by the way. It's pouring rain right now. Because one of the gods of the Egypt was Osiris. The Washington state, this whole country in general, this whole nation, Edomites, white people, so-called white people, because they're not white, they're red, are worshiping that god, that Egyptian god Osiris, which is the god of fertility. That's what that Washington monument's about. They have that thing that's shaped like a penis, and it's high, all the way high up there, shit. Which the Most High sent a lightning strike to strike that thing last year, I remember too. Because this is a spectacular whirlpool of confusion, man. Now in the movie Trading Places, they show you all the stock markets. What are the stock markets about? You got the traders. The trader is the man who takes the highest bid and gives it to the man. That's the highest bid, the company. They have the forerunners, the person that runs to the callers. The callers that talk to the brokers, the companies, man, different companies that hire them to make their bids, man, and gives it to the forerunners. They give it to the trader. The trader is basically the cashier, man. The person who gives that stock to this company. You get this percentage of what this company produces. Wow, and that stock market, the whole ordeal right there, and you have down there in Wall Street, they are middlemen, man. While the big companies, big corporations, CEOs, elites, high elites, the richest families of the elites, man, just sit back and laugh. They look at the whole thing and laugh, man. If I ain't mistaken, I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. Pretty sure that's how it goes, man. And they look exactly, and it reminds me how Jake looks like in the hood. in the hood, Jake has, you know, they got their, when they roll dice and shit. It looks like Jake when they be rolling the dice and shit. Or in jail, you know, except that's the same thing. Except they're just wearing suits. And they're just doing it for the red man, the devil, man. The original OG, man, Esau Edom. The original gangster Esau Edom, man, alright? Now, and they show, the other scene they had, they show you, this man talking about, they show you in your face, man. So they know you people ain't gonna think it's facts. You're gonna think, you people think it's, comedy. But they show you in the movie, they're in the bathroom, and there's a man, there's two men looking in the mirrors, and there's this one man, he's drinking, and then he says to this guy next to him, "How is your hypertension?" And then he's like, "I haven't had it in months." And then he takes a pill, and then he tells him, "How's your Ursin?" And he says, "Fine." Why? Because Ursin is a disease you get from the same drug, anti-inflammatory drug, they give you for hypertension. And so that they just show you the man drinking because he was stressed out already, man. So they showed you in your face because they know you guys. They put it in your face. They say they even tell you it's drugs, man. And I looked at, if you search it in Google, they even tell you that this drug, forgot the name of it, but this drug they give you for hypertension, basically high blood pressure, which basically is just high levels of stress you get. How are you gonna have a man-made drug for stress? That same drug is doing to man's sin going off, man, proving you he's the devil the Bible speaks of, and that's all witchcraft. All witchcraft and evil is confusion, man. Confusion is a man's worst enemy, man. Man ain't supposed to be confused, man. Wasn't made originally to be confused, bro. That's what the white man brought in here. Going all the way back to the story of Cain and Abel. When he murdered his brother Abel, who was a black man. Who was a black man, alright? Those are spiritual facts from the Most High, man. How about Shem Yahushua? Yeah, Native Americans went off though, man. Talking about, they always try to, you know, there's a way to be, the Bible says, man, you can't be peaceful all the time. You have to have an enemy. You must have an enemy, man. If you don't have an enemy, what the fuck are you doing? And who the fuck are you? You must have an enemy, bro. This it talks about that in Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes in the Bible here. That they didn't remove, you know, I should say. Going all the way back to the Rothschilds, the destroying Bible groups, creating all these other religions, and the Catholic churches, the Roman Catholic Church, and saying what books can go in the Bible. It's the book of Ecclesiastes. Chapter 3 and verse. Hey, a time to love and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace. Okay, there's two things, man. And the Most High says he's power of balance in Proverbs 11. A false balance in this abomination to the Lord. What's that false balance, man? What this Native American Indian says, I'm gonna prove it to you. How the Native Americans went off here, man. Rock here. It says right here, we of the 20th century know better. We know that our religious aspiration, our sincere worship can have but one source in gold. Which that ain't true, man. Because they didn't understand that the white man was the devil, man. They didn't understand what he was going to do to their ass, man. Now, don't get it wrong. Some Native Americans knew it. A couple Native Americans knew it, man. That the tribe of Judah was going to come over. I hope you can hear me, by the way. The rain is pretty loud. I can't barely hear myself speak. Because they knew it, bro. Some Native Americans knew that the tribe of Judah was going to come over. That Yahweh was going to return. And then Yahweh would that tribe of Judah would come over. That they'll bring many things, man. This word. And then they'll be getting delivered, bro. A couple Native Americans knew that, man. They knew that it was going to pop off and take place. They knew, bro, and yeah, they knew it, right? Sit, nigga. Going in, bro. He's just mad. Voice, man. It's an R mode, man. Going into our mode level 4, level 144, man. Our second, what's it called? Our second evolution, bro. We're gonna be those spiritual bodies, man. Like you have in Pokemon. Like Pikachu has his first stage, and then he has his second evolution, and then his third one. We're gonna get our second level, man. Our second level of power, man. That was spiritual bodies, man. That's also in 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 51. In a twinkling of an eye, man. It says, us, we know that the Lord of the educated and the power of the child and the God of the civilized and the God of the primitive is that they're all the same God, and that this God does not measure our differences, which that was a lie, you know, and that's what the mindset a lot of these people have, man. And look what happened to that's the mindset the Native American Indians had, and look what happened to their guys. What makes you think it's not going to happen to you people, man? They're going to come in, destroy your houses, man, take you out of your homes, put you in these streamer camps. Let's get the scripture on that. Let's get the Most High's precious scriptures on that, man. 2nd Ezra chapter 15 verse. 16 and verse 71. They shall be like men sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. They're gonna be like, man, sparing nobody, man. They ain't gonna be sparing old people, young people, children, bro, young men. They ain't gonna spare anybody. Women, children, they ain't gonna spare nobody, man. They're only going to spare, bro, you know, those that the Lord has a protection hinge over, man. A protection of hedge over them, man. That's another thing I remember. Oh yeah, I was looking into this other Israelite Jake warrior, man, ancient warrior. Hannibal Barca, man. Hannibal Barca